Western Conference juggernauts duke it out here tonight, Doris.
Well, you know, Kevin, there's some elevation in terms of what it means in the standings, but it also potentially means you could play this team when it matters most. So this is going to be intense tonight.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. The starters of the team, Leonard and George, are the forwards. And it's Eubanks in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Nobody near Leonard. And it's off from three-point range. To the left wing. Here's Haynes. No good with the triple. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Powell, no one around him. Off target from outside. Here's the Wizard. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Outside Irving. Fires from deep. Drills it from outside. Irving's got 5 now.
This guy lives out there. Irving, one of the best three-point shooters in the game.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with Coach Jason Field. Now, he couldn't have been more complimentary about Kawhi Leonard. After some injury issues, he's now back to being the best guy on the floor most of the time. Coach said slowing him down was like trying to hold back an avalanche with a shovel. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And the Mavericks with possession here. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight. You're going to have any chance.
It's good from long range.
And seeing Leonard hit the corner three, I'm reminded of his Game 7 dagger when Toronto beat Philly and went on to win it all.
The shot's good.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Harden outside. Back to Leonard. In the corner, Powell with it. Off target from three-point range.
Just one made field goal that Powell tried. Not a good start.
Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
Second free throw, no good. Mavericks leading by 8. Here's the teardrop. The bucket is good. Coming on the layup that time from Haynes. 9 points for the Wizard.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
On the wing, George. And it's Leonard, top of the key. That falls nice. That time from George. Leonard's got 6.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
Irving against Harden. Here's Haynes. And yes, it's good. He's got 11.
As he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter, he's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Eubanks. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. In the corner, George with it. From outside, off the mark. The Mavericks lead. And he drives in. Here's Haynes. Powell pulls it in.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Harden has a wide open look. Misses the three.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He sees to their floor spacing.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Now, here is Harden. He has yet to score. George, no good. Here's the Wizard, guarded by Powell. The Wizard, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart. The
I mean, we've come to expect this from James Harden. The ability to strike quickly from beyond the three-point line is just special.
Here's Lively. Eubanks defending. Marshall passes to Haynes. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. George has Davis. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Harden can't hit. And it's Davis with the ball for the Mavericks. This team is firing on all cylinders. With the win streak tying the Heat's 2013 record of 27 wins. How many more wins will they be able to string together?
This is truly an all-time streak, and we're not talking about just for this franchise. We're talking about in the history of this league. The consistent dominance is something so rarely seen. You have to keep reminding yourself to settle in and watch these guys work.
Here's the Wizard. 17 points in the game. Pass to Marshall. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And nearing the midway point, of course, we're always seeing some shifts in the landscape of competition.
That, to me, Kevin, is what makes things both interesting and exciting. There's an intrigue to, are some of the young players in the league pushing the established stars? How deeply into the careers of the great players are we? And are we looking at the end of what has been an extraordinary run of time? It's all... It's incredible to watch. You have got to have the right focus and the right reads in the pick and roll. And Paul George making all the right decisions right now, slicing up the defense.
And that one, good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Pass to Powell. The 3 from Harden. Mavericks with the rebound.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Here's Haynes. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
What that got to do with me, Jack? That's your problem, not mine, bro.
That's a 2-pointer. Rebound by Marshall.
Well, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's amazing.
They have been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's the Wizard. Guarded by Powell. Up and that's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots. Harden outside. Pass to Leonard. The 3. Connects from 3-point. Range. Leonard's got 9.
This team relies on that shot from Kawhi.
And here is Davis. Now, here is Irving. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Harden dishes to Leonard. The shot by George, wide open. Offline with his 3.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Indoors, Paul George's journey from role player to MVP candidate.
There's a reason, Kevin, Paul George is one of the most emulated players in the league with young people. His game is so well-rounded, and maybe his best attribute is his adaptability. Paul George is equally comfortable either being the lead man, or if need be, he can play with 2 or 3 other stars and still be effective. Really incredible.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball after the three-pointer from Norman Powell. The Wizard, good. The Wizards got 25 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter. And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Daniel. Looking for a breeze, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Puts it up off the inbound, and he lays it up and in. And that's now 29 points for the Wizard.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue is going with. They've got Jones. Bogdanovich is out there with Harden. Then there's Batum, and it's Coffee in the three.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the Wizard in the last time out against Boston put on a show. He scored an amazing number of points, and so much of that damage he does is from long range. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league. And everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
David in stretches, he was absolutely down. Great, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And Thompson kicks to Gafford. Here's Haynes. Another three for Dallas.
Building up confidence as the game goes on. Hit one from behind the arc in the opening period. 2 here in the second.
Timeout. Offensively.
Yeah, they're all ground to a standstill.
And the Clippers call time here. And here is Los Angeles now. Harden outside. Kicks it out to Jones. They need this. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by Jones. 3 points.
Well, the shortest distance to shoot a three is from that coveted corner. Mr. Batum stepped into the shot.
He's on the trifecta. The Wizards got 40 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And Jones has it in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's the Wizard. He has 40. Dinwiddie passes to Haynes. Back to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie gets a screen from Haynes. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Harden. to Bogdanovich. Launches a three. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Haynes. Shot is good off the back rim and in. The Wizards got 42 in the game.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Now, here's Thompson. No scoring in this one. And he hits the whistle for the 3-second call. Dallas making a switch here. Marshall's checked in. And then for the Clippers, Eubanks, he's checked in for Batum. And Norman Powell subbed in for Amir Crawford. On the wing, Harden. He's covered by Washington. Here's the Wizard. And he has 42. Washington passes to Haynes. Fires for three. Nailed from three-point land. The Wizards got 45 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And that one is good.
Fantastic look, but that's a bit redundant for James Harden.
Dinwiddie for three. Gafford kicks to Marshall. Here's Haynes. The Clippers grab the miss. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
Well, the pre-shot preparation of James Harden is exceptional. He knows in this instance that as soon as the ball touches his hands, he's got to be ready to fire.
The Wizard can't hit.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Pass to Powell. 16 feet away. Harden, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Haynes. And some very quick points for him on that possession. The Wizards got 47 points.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Bogdanovich has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Haynes, and all done to win that time before dropping in. 49 points for the Wizard. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Haynes. Eubanks grabs the miss.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Bogdanovich looking around. And the foul on Daniel Gafford. That is his first foul of the game. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Dallas making in. Good! There's another.
And on any given night, he's still capable of putting up the kind of numbers that most guys don't even think about.
He's officially moved into 4th place all alone on the list of most 50-point games in NBA history.
Next up is Kobe B. Bryant. That's a legendary mark. If there's one guy capable of reaching it, it's this fella right here.
Quick shot there, and it's off target. Dallas shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. And the free ball is good. The Wizards got 54 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. The shot by George, no good. George has gotten just 1 of 6 shots to fall. Here's Haynes. Again, orange.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Outside for George. Los Angeles with another miss.
you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this one back.
An amazing performance he's putting on from three-point range here in the second quarter.
Dinwiddie against Harden. To the middle. Wants to get it to Eubanks and does. The three from George. And it's George again missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D chills him.
Shot to stop the run. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 5 assists tonight.
There is no doubt in the mind there of Paul George. What an answer.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Washington with the screen on Harden. Dinwiddie wide open. Another three for counts.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
The three from Harden. A rebound by Washington.
Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple of years ago when he said, I'm not a system player, I am the system?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him.
Basket counts.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Clippers. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Anthony Davis is checked in for Washington. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Bogdanovich is checked in for the Clippers. And again, 71 points and no end in sight.
This young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season. And they're set to host the All-Star game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Outside, George. A three-pointer off the mark. And the foul comes on Anthony Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. Dante Exum, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And Los Angeles guys shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Here's Haynes. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Bogdanovich wide open. And the Clippers miss again.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Powell, the pass to Leonard. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. I wish I could say why.
It's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
46 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Bogdanovich has gone just 2 for 8 from the field. Right there at 25%. Here's the Wizard, guarded by Powell. Yes, that goes in.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in the zone all night.
Leonard on the wing. Lively defending. Leonard no luck.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game. He's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Offensive rebound.
This is why you let Lively go to work inside. Such an exceptional athlete.
Foul for three. Can't hit that one. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
They love to run. At times it looks like a layup line. They can hit the three, but tough matchup for your transition D.
And now is subject to... And that'll do it for half.
Well, there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from the Wizard.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
We've got Derek Lively. Kyrie Irving is out there with the Wizard. And there's Davis. And it's Marshall in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Haynes. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. From deep, George. Mavericks with the rebound. Lively's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. That bucket in no time at all.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Harden against Lively. Just 5 on the clock. From the arc. Eubanks, no good. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Powell against Davis. Top of the key. And good. He hits it again.
81. Inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. He was all alone on that one. George has got 6 in the quarter.
The triple has been a major part of Paul George's arsenal. This guy has got the size to get it off.
Now, here's Marshall. He's covered by Leonard. Marshall can't hit.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
From deep, Harden. That ball's nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Irving. Drilled from 11 feet out. Irving's got 9 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Leonard, a good look. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Well, the mid-range is certainly the area that he is most comfortable. Kawhi Leonard, that's where he started, folks.
Irving with a clean look. Sinks the triple. He's got 12.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
Powell for 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. It's the three-point line.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
Outside, George. From outside the arc. The shot by Powell, no good. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. And the Mavericks get another bucket right there. Clippers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Harden finds Leonard. Powell with it. Will it go? It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Marshall gets a screen from Haynes out to the right wing. Three-pointer. The shot misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Harden. It's rebounded by Dallas. Latrey. And time it goes. Three-pointer falls in from Haynes. The Wizards got 13 points in the second half. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions right now. They need to ask.
Oh, that's good.
How is that for an answer? Norman Powell says, I'll see that three and raise you one.
On the wing, Davis, defended by George. Davis, the pass to Lively. Now Irving. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Gets in the paint and drains it. Kyrie Irving, show off that touch.
Outside Leonard. Over Davis. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Irving a screen on Leonard. And here's Marshall from the arc. Another three for Dallas.
He with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
George, no good. Dallas with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. And Marshall kicks to Davis. Pass to the Wizard. High, arcing shot. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got assist number 11 for him here tonight. And so Harden will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Leonard on the wing. There's the three. It's not going to go for him. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team can go.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. Here's Haynes. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Powell for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Powell's got 12 in the game.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc. 2 in each half, making an impact.
Irving sets a screen for Davis. Pass to the Wizard. And another one falls. Amazing. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Offensive rebound.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
On the Mavericks with some changes. Daniel Gafford's checked